Ladies and gentlemen, friends and dreamers, there comes a moment in every journey, every vision, every pursuit when you feel like giving up. The road ahead seems long, the obstacles seem insurmountable, and the weight of failure feels too heavy to carry. But in those moments, when you're on the verge of quitting, I want you to remember this. You must not give up. Why? Because your purpose is greater than any challenge that stands before you. Every step you take, every action you make, no matter how small, is a part of the purpose for which you were created. You did not begin this journey by accident. There was a reason you started, and that reason is far bigger than the difficulty you now face. Challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities. They are the forge where your character, strength, and resilience are shaped. Understand this. Success does not come in a straight line. It's not a path devoid of struggle. It is a path marked by challenges. But it's the challenges that build you into who you are meant to become. Never underestimate the power of persistence. The road to success is rarely paved in gold, and victories rarely come easily. But those who succeed, those who achieve greatness, are not the ones who never faced adversity. They are the ones who did not give up when things got hard. They kept going when the winds were against them. They pressed on when the world told them to quit. And so must you. When you encounter setbacks, and you will, don't see them as defeats. See them as setups for comebacks. Every setback carries a lesson. Every failure carries a message. The key to turning failure into success is learning from it, adjusting your strategy, and moving forward with a greater sense of purpose. Understand that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. The process is your teacher. You will be tested, yes, but through each test you will grow. Through every trial, you will become stronger, wiser, more capable. Don't rush through the process. Embrace it. For it is in the process that your true strength is forged. Resilience is your most powerful tool. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you rise. Life will knock you down. It's guaranteed. But what will truly define you is your ability to rise again and again and again. It's your ability to keep going, even when everything in you says to stop. That is what makes the difference. And remember, you don't have to walk this road alone. The people you surround yourself with matter. Seek out those who uplift you, who believe in your vision, and who encourage you when your strength begins to falter. Avoid those who drain your energy, those who tell you to give up, those who mock your dreams. You are meant for greatness, but you need a community of support to fuel your fire. Always keep your eyes on the bigger picture. The trials you face today are but a small part of your larger story. Don't allow the momentary struggles to overshadow the vastness of your potential. Your purpose is too great to be overshadowed by temporary obstacles. So, my friends, as you face the challenges ahead, remember this: you must not give up. You have what it takes to overcome. Your purpose is worth it, and your future is waiting. Keep going, because the victory is just around the corner. Never give up. Understanding your purpose is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It is not enough to simply go through the motions of life, drifting from day to day without a clear direction. When you know your purpose, you are anchored to something much greater than the challenges you face. Purpose gives you clarity and conviction, especially during moments of uncertainty. Many people go through life searching for meaning, trying to figure out why they're here and what they're meant to do. But here's the truth. Your purpose is not something you discover only after years of searching. It is something you feel deep within you. It is that inner pull that sense of calling that has always been there, even if you've been too distracted to notice. When you understand your purpose, it shifts your perspective. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable become mere stepping stones in the process of fulfilling that purpose. You realize that the struggles you face are not just inconveniences or signs of failure, but essential parts of your growth. Every challenge you encounter serves as a tool to sharpen you, to mold you into the person you need to become in order to fulfill your purpose. In those moments of doubt, when you feel like giving up, it's your purpose that will sustain you. It will remind you that the journey isn't just about achieving something external. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. Purpose makes the difference between perseverance and giving up. When you have a strong sense of why you are doing what you are doing, no setback is too great to overcome. Knowing your purpose helps you remain focused on the bigger picture. Life is filled with distractions, with opportunities that may seem appealing in the moment, but ultimately pull you off course. But when your purpose is clear, it acts as a compass, guiding every decision you make. Every yes and every no will be aligned with your purpose, keeping you on track and preventing you from being sidetracked by things that do not serve your higher calling. Purpose also brings with it an incredible sense of power. It's the force that propels you forward when things get tough, the fuel that keeps you going when your energy is depleted. It is the reason you wake up every morning and keep moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. Your purpose is the force that turns an ordinary life into an extraordinary one, because it gives meaning to everything you do. It is important to remember, however, that purpose is not always about grand gestures or monumental achievements. Sometimes purpose is found in the small, everyday actions that bring joy, uplift others, and contribute to the greater good. Whether you are called to be a leader, a creator, a teacher, or a caregiver, your purpose holds immense value not only to you, but to the world around you. When you understand your purpose, you begin to see how every action, no matter how small, is a part of something much larger. Purpose is the unwavering force that sustains us through the storm, the light that guides us when everything else seems dark. It gives us the strength to stand up after every fall and the courage to keep moving forward. It is the very reason we must never give up. Because when we understand our purpose, we realize that quitting is never an option. Not when the world needs the gift we are here to give. Challenges are often viewed as roadblocks, as moments when the journey seems too hard, too overwhelming, or too uncertain. But in reality, challenges are opportunities to grow, to learn, and to discover new depths of strength and resilience within yourself. When you face a challenge, you are not merely battling an obstacle. You are being given the chance to elevate yourself to a higher level of understanding, capability, and purpose. Each challenge, no matter how difficult, carries with it the potential for transformation. The moment you shift your perspective and begin to see challenges as opportunities, you unlock the power to turn adversity into advantage. Challenges ask you to rise above your limitations, to confront what you thought was impossible, and to find creative ways to overcome what initially seems insurmountable. When faced with hardship, many are quick to retreat, to succumb to fear or frustration. But it's in the midst of difficulty that you often find your greatest potential. You may be forced to dig deeper than ever before, to draw on reserves of determination and wisdom that you didn't even know you had. It's during these times that you learn the most about yourself, not just your strengths, but also your weaknesses, your fears, and the areas where you need to grow. The challenge becomes a mirror that reflects both your limitations and your infinite possibilities. The true power of a challenge lies in its ability to push you beyond your comfort zone. It forces you to evolve, to rethink old strategies, and to find new solutions. The very fact that a challenge feels difficult means it is pushing you to expand your boundaries, to adapt, and to become more than you were before. Growth doesn't happen in the absence of difficulty. It happens because of it. Without challenges, we would never know the extent of our potential, and we would never discover the strength we carry within us. There's also the truth that challenges often come with hidden blessings. They may not be obvious at first, and they may not come in the way you expect. But through each hardship, you are shaped and refined. Every difficulty teaches you something invaluable, whether it's about the world, other people, or yourself. It might teach you patience when you feel impatient, humility when you feel entitled, or resilience when you feel like giving up. Each lesson learned in the crucible of challenge becomes a piece of the puzzle that equips you for greater things ahead. Some of the greatest innovators, leaders, and achievers in history have encountered immense challenges. But rather than being defeated by them, they saw these challenges as stepping stones to their success. They understood that failure is not the end, but simply a part of the process. When things don't go according to plan, they look for the opportunity within the struggle. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to my advantage? This mindset of seeing challenges as opportunities is what separates those who give up from those who ultimately succeed. And remember, sometimes the biggest challenges aren't the ones you expect. They come in the form of internal struggles. Fear, doubt, self-sabotage. These are the silent obstacles that often hold us back, but they too are opportunities for growth. By confronting your fears and doubts, you learn to master them. When you realize that the obstacles outside of you are not as limiting as the ones inside of you, you begin to see challenges in a whole new light. When you approach each challenge with a mindset of opportunity, you take control of the situation. You cease to be a victim of circumstance and instead become an active participant in your own transformation. It's no longer about surviving the challenge. It's about thriving through it, learning from it, and becoming stronger and more capable as a result. Every challenge you face is an invitation to become better, to be more than you were yesterday, and to reach new heights of greatness. Faith in yourself is the cornerstone of everything you will ever achieve. Without self-belief, no external force, no amount of encouragement from others, and no system or strategy will matter. It all begins with you. The confidence you have in your abilities, the trust you place in your vision, and the conviction that you are capable of fulfilling the dreams that burn within your heart. When you truly believe in yourself, you are unstoppable. You no longer allow the fear of failure or the opinions of others to dictate your actions. Instead, you rise above the doubts, the criticisms, and the voices of negativity that surround you. Faith in yourself means trusting in your unique potential, even when the path ahead seems unclear or the road is difficult. It means knowing that no matter the challenges you face, you have within you the strength to persevere and succeed. Self-belief is not something that appears overnight. It's built over time. It's nurtured through action, through small wins, and through the courage to take the first step, even when you're unsure of the outcome. Every time you choose to move forward despite your fear, you reinforce the belief that you are capable. And each time you overcome an obstacle, you prove to yourself that you are more resilient, more resourceful, and more powerful than you once thought. Over time, this accumulation of experiences becomes a solid foundation of self-confidence that will carry you through even the most difficult times. Faith in yourself is also about embracing your flaws and imperfections. It's easy to look at the things we don't like about ourselves and allow them to hold us back. But true self-belief is not about perfection. It's about accepting yourself as you are while still striving to grow. Your weaknesses don't define you. They are opportunities for growth. When you have faith in yourself, you no longer view your shortcomings as limitations, but as areas for improvement. You are not afraid to fail because you know that failure is just a part of the process. You will make mistakes, but those mistakes are simply stepping stones on your journey. There is immense power in self-affirmation. The thoughts you think about yourself are incredibly powerful. They shape your reality, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. When you believe in yourself, you silence the negative inner dialogue that says, you're not good enough, or you'll never make it. Instead, you replace those thoughts with affirmations of your worth, your strength, and your potential. Every day you tell yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I have what it takes. This kind of inner strength becomes the fuel that keeps you going even when the road is tough and the world around you is discouraging. Believing in yourself is also about taking ownership of your life. It's the realization that you are not a passive observer of your own destiny. You are the creator of it. No one else has the power to shape your future unless you give them that power. When you have faith in yourself, you take responsibility for your actions, your choices, and your future. You stop blaming circumstances or other people for your setbacks and instead focus on how you can move forward. This empowerment comes from knowing that you are the captain of your ship. And no matter the storms you face, you have the strength to navigate through them. When you truly believe in yourself, you're not afraid of the unknown. You realize that uncertainty is simply a part of the journey, and you can handle it. Faith in yourself allows you to step out of your comfort zone and take risks, because you trust that no matter what happens, you will find a way to make it work. You understand that success is not about avoiding failure, but about being willing to step into the unknown, to embrace new challenges, and to continue moving forward with confidence no matter what comes your way. At the heart of self-belief is a deep, unshakable conviction that you are worthy of success and happiness. You no longer question your place in the world or whether you deserve to reach your goals. When you have faith in yourself, you stop doubting your abilities and begin to trust in your purpose. You understand that your dreams were given to you for a reason, that you are equipped with everything you need to achieve them. And the more you believe in yourself, the more you will see opportunities open up, because your belief will attract the right people, the right circumstances, and the right outcomes into your life. Faith in yourself is a decision, a commitment to trust in your own potential and to never give up on your dreams. It is the bedrock on which all your success is built. When you believe in yourself, you give yourself permission to rise above the obstacles, the doubts, and the challenges. You empower yourself to keep moving forward, step by step, until you reach the greatness that was always meant for you. Persistence is one of the most powerful forces in the pursuit of success. It is the unwavering commitment to keep moving forward even when the road ahead is difficult, uncertain, or seemingly impossible. Where talent may be a natural gift and luck may play a part in some journeys, persistence is the quality that truly determines who will succeed and who will fall by the wayside. It's not about how many times you stumble or fail. It's about how many times you get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. At its core, persistence is the ability to stay focused on your goals regardless of the challenges you face. It's a mindset, a decision to remain committed to your vision even when the odds are stacked against you. It's the quiet strength that tells you that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a creator of your own destiny. You refuse to accept defeat as the final word because you know that your efforts, no matter how small, are always adding up to something greater. The power of persistence lies in its ability to transform setbacks into stepping stones. Every challenge you encounter, every obstacle that stands in your way is an opportunity for growth. Persistence means that you refuse to let failure define you. Instead of viewing failure as the end of your journey, you see it as part of the process, an essential teacher that provides valuable lessons to help you move forward. The more you persist, the more you learn, and the closer you get to mastering whatever you are striving to achieve. Each time you rise after a fall, you build resilience. And with resilience comes strength. In many ways, persistence is the bridge between intention and accomplishment. You may have all the ambition, talent, and desire in the world, but without the persistence to back up those desires, nothing will come to fruition. Success is rarely instantaneous, and even those who seem to have achieved greatness overnight have likely endured years of struggle and failure that were invisible to the public eye. Persistence means enduring when results are not immediate, when recognition is absent, and when progress feels minimal. It's about trusting the process, even when the results are not as quickly apparent as you'd like them to be. The power of persistence also comes from its ability to break through barriers that once seemed insurmountable. Time and time again, history has shown us that those who persist in the face of adversity are the ones who ultimately change the world. The difference between those who achieve great things and those who fall short is often simply the willingness to keep going when others would quit. Persistence allows you to shatter your own limitations, to prove to yourself that what once seemed impossible is entirely possible through sheer willpower, patience, and unwavering commitment. But persistence is not just about working hard, it's about working smart. It's about knowing when to adjust your approach, to refine your methods, and to keep pushing forward with a better strategy. Persistence means refusing to be discouraged by mistakes, but rather using them as tools for learning. You don't simply repeat the same actions over and over, hoping for different results. Instead, persistence gives you the courage to pivot, to reassess, and to keep adjusting your course until you finally achieve what you set out to do. One of the most profound aspects of persistence is its cumulative power. You may not see immediate results, and sometimes it can feel like you're making little progress. But persistence is like a seed that, when watered consistently, grows over time into something far greater than the sum of its parts. Small, incremental actions, day in and day out, build up over time to create something much larger than you can imagine. Each day that you choose to keep moving forward is another step closer to your ultimate goal. Over time, these steps accumulate, creating a momentum that cannot be easily stopped. Persistence also empowers you to maintain focus, even when distractions and temptations threaten to lead you off course. In the face of adversity, the persistence to remain focused on your end goal will keep you anchored. It is easy to get distracted by the challenges of the present moment, but persistence allows you to keep your eyes on the long-term reward over short-term gratification. When you stay persistent, you become more disciplined, more determined, and more committed to your vision than ever before. It's important to remember that persistence does not mean mindless repetition. It doesn't mean stubbornly pushing forward without considering the situation or refusing to change direction when necessary. True persistence comes from a place of wisdom. It's about adapting, adjusting, and continuing to move forward in the face of setbacks with an unshakable belief that your efforts will eventually yield results. Persistence means sticking with the process, even when things don't go according to plan, and finding new ways to move forward when your first approach doesn't work. When you cultivate persistence, you cultivate the mindset of someone who is always moving toward their goal, no matter how many times they may falter along the way. It's the refusal to accept failure as final and the determination to see the journey through to the end. With persistence, you begin to realize that no challenge, no failure, and no setback can stop you, because persistence is more powerful than any obstacle that stands before you. The journey may be long, but if you remain persistent, you will reach the destination. And along the way, you will have become a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. Setbacks are a natural part of life, yet they often feel like the ultimate defeat. When we encounter them, it's easy to get discouraged, to think that we're being set back in our pursuit of success, that the dream we're chasing is slipping further away. But the truth is, setbacks are not the end of the road. They are simply the beginning of a new journey, the fertile ground where the seeds of resilience, creativity, and determination can take root and grow. What often looks like a setback is in reality an opportunity for a powerful comeback. When you face a setback, the initial response might be disappointment, frustration, or even fear. It's only natural to feel that way. After all, setbacks shake our confidence and challenge the very foundation of our plans. But instead of allowing those feelings to paralyze you, it's crucial to shift your perspective and see the setback for what it truly is, a test. It's not a sign that you should give up, but a signal that you have been given the chance to come back stronger, wiser, and more equipped than before. One of the most important aspects of transforming a setback into a comeback is your response. How you choose to react when things don't go as planned will determine the outcome of the situation. The most successful people in life are not those who avoid failure, but those who know how to respond to it. They understand that a setback doesn't define their journey. It's simply a moment in time. It's a point on the map, not the final destination. What they do in the face of that setback is what matters most. Instead of staying stuck, they take it as a challenge to rise, to adapt, and to push forward with greater resolve. A setback forces you to stop, reflect, and reassess your approach. It provides an opportunity to re-examine your goals, your methods, and your strategy. In many ways, setbacks are powerful teachers. They give you the space to pause and gain clarity about what's truly important, what needs to change, and where you might need to grow. It's in these moments that you uncover new insights about yourself and your path. Sometimes, what you initially see as a setback is in fact the exact adjustment you need to make in order to achieve greater success. It's the universe's way of guiding you to a better, more refined version of your original goal. When you embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth, you develop resilience, the ability to bounce back no matter how hard you've fallen. Resilience is the strength to continue even when the odds are against you, to keep going when everything within you tells you to stop. It's in the moments of difficulty that you discover how much you're truly capable of, and you learn how to push through the discomfort to get to the other side. Every time you come back from a setback, you build greater mental and emotional toughness, which is essential for achieving lasting success. Another critical aspect of turning a setback into a comeback is the belief in your own potential. Many people encounter a setback and start to doubt their abilities. They ask themselves, am I really cut out for this? Or maybe I'm not good enough. But doubt only paralyzes you. It prevents you from seeing the lesson in the setback and from taking the necessary steps forward. It's essential to maintain faith in yourself, to recognize that a single setback does not define who you are. It does not negate your potential or invalidate the dreams you have. Instead of letting the setback cause you to question your worth, use it to reignite your passion and drive. It can serve as a reminder that you are capable of overcoming anything, no matter how difficult it may seem. Setbacks also bring the gift of perspective. They force you to look at your journey from a different angle, to see things in a new light. Sometimes we get so focused on a specific path or outcome that we miss the bigger picture. A setback can help you step back and realize that there are multiple ways to achieve your goal, that there are alternative routes, new opportunities, and different approaches you might not have considered before. It expands your thinking and helps you to see that your success is not tied to one specific outcome, but rather to your ability to adapt and keep moving forward. In some cases, a setback might even be the very thing you need to push you beyond what you thought was possible. It can ignite a new level of creativity, a new surge of motivation, or a new sense of purpose. A setback might show you that you've been playing it safe, or that you've been avoiding the very challenges that would make you grow. When you embrace the setback and use it as fuel, it can lead you to heights you never thought you could reach. It's in the struggle that we often find our true power, and it's when we push through adversity that we discover just how strong we really are. Sometimes the comeback is not just about the material success you achieve, but about the personal transformation that happens along the way. The strength you build, the wisdom you gain, and the resilience you cultivate are all part of the victory. You don't just come back, you come back better, more equipped, and more determined than before. The person who emerges from a setback is often stronger, smarter, and more focused than the one who entered it. The setback you face today may be the very thing that sets you up for your greatest comeback. It's not the fall that matters, it's the rise. How you handle adversity, how you learn from it, and how you keep moving forward will define your success. Remember, setbacks are simply the universe's way of preparing you for something greater, something more extraordinary than you could have imagined. Keep moving forward and turn every setback into a powerful comeback. Embracing the process is one of the most crucial elements of success, yet it is often the hardest to master. We live in a world that is obsessed with immediate results, instant gratification, and shortcuts. We want the destination, but we don't always appreciate the journey that gets us there. But the truth is, success is never just about the end goal. It's about how you grow, learn, and evolve along the way. The process is where the real magic happens. When you learn to embrace the process, you shift your focus from the outcome to the journey itself. Instead of becoming frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as you expect, you start to understand that every moment of effort, every challenge you face, and every step you take is an essential part of your development. Growth doesn't happen in a straight line. It's a winding road filled with twists, turns, setbacks, and breakthroughs. If you resist the process, you miss out on the lessons that are designed to shape you into the person you need to be to achieve your goals. The process is where you refine your character, build your skills, and strengthen your mindset. It teaches you patience, resilience, and discipline. It shows you how to handle failure, how to adapt to change, and how to stay grounded, even when things don't go as planned. When you try to skip the process or rush through it, you are depriving yourself of the invaluable lessons that come from experiencing each stage of growth. Success is not an event, it is a series of small moments, choices, and actions that add up over time. Every challenge faced along the way is an opportunity to refine your approach, build your endurance, and increase your capacity to handle bigger obstacles. One of the biggest misconceptions about success is that it's a destination you eventually reach. The truth is, success is an ongoing process, one that continues to evolve as long as you're alive. The more you embrace the process, the more you learn to enjoy the journey itself. Instead of focusing solely on the future, you begin to appreciate each moment, each step, each day of effort that brings you closer to your goal. You stop rushing through the hard work and start seeing it as an integral part of the achievement. It's not just about reaching the mountaintop. It's about the climb, the lessons learned, the strength built, and the person you become along the way. Embracing the process means acknowledging that there will be setbacks and challenges. It means accepting that things won't always go according to plan and that you will face moments of doubt and frustration. However, it's in these moments that your true character is built. It's when the path is hardest that your persistence, discipline, and belief in yourself are tested. The process demands that you continue, even when the results are not immediate, even when the road is uncertain. And through this, you develop an unshakable foundation of mental and emotional strength. The process also requires you to stay consistent, even when the initial excitement fades and the novelty wears off. At the beginning of any venture, there's often a surge of energy and enthusiasm, but as time goes on, those feelings can diminish. That's when most people give up. The key to success, however, is learning how to keep showing up day after day, even when motivation fades. Consistency is what keeps you moving forward. It's the small daily actions that compound over time and lead to massive results. To embrace the process fully, you must be willing to let go of the need for immediate validation. We live in an age where external recognition and instant feedback are readily available, and it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking approval or waiting for confirmation. But the process is not about validation from others, it's about personal growth. The quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are putting in the work, regardless of whether anyone is watching. The true reward of the process is internal. It's the sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you're moving toward your goal, no matter how small the steps may seem. It's also important to recognize that the process is not just about hard work, but also about learning how to enjoy it. There's a saying that the journey is the destination. While it may sound cliche, it holds a deep truth. When you embrace the process, you stop seeing the work as a burden and begin to see it as an opportunity to grow, to evolve, and to improve. Every task, no matter how mundane or difficult, is an opportunity to become better. Instead of looking at challenges as obstacles, you start to view them as opportunities to develop new skills, to expand your mindset, and to stretch your limits. Along the way, you will encounter moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But embracing the process means trusting that these moments are just as valuable as the moments of triumph. It means knowing that every step, even the difficult ones, is leading you to where you are meant to be. And in those moments when progress seems slow or you feel like giving up, remember that the process is shaping you into the person who can handle the success that lies ahead. Success is not just about achieving goals. It's about becoming the person capable of sustaining them. The process is where you evolve, grow, and transform into the version of yourself that can carry the weight of your dreams. Embracing the process is an act of faith. It's trusting that everything you're doing today, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, is part of something much larger than you can currently see. It's about trusting that the work you put in today will pay off, even if you can't immediately see the results. The process doesn't always show instant rewards. But over time, the cumulative effect of your efforts will unfold in ways you never expected. When you embrace the process, you commit to the long-term vision, knowing that true success comes from the journey, not just the destination. Fear and doubt are two of the most powerful forces that can hold you back from reaching your full potential. They are often the silent saboteurs of progress, lurking in the shadows of your mind, whispering messages of inadequacy, uncertainty, and hesitation. Fear makes you question whether you're good enough, whether you have what it takes, while doubt clouds your vision, making the path forward seem unclear or impossible. But what if you could reframe fear and doubt, using them as tools for growth instead of barriers to success? What if you could learn to face them head on and move beyond them to unlock your true potential? The first step in overcoming fear and doubt is understanding that they are natural parts of the human experience. Everyone, no matter how successful they may seem, has faced fear and doubt at some point in their journey. These emotions are not signs that you're on the wrong path. They are often indicators that you're pushing yourself towards something new, something challenging, and something transformative. Now, fear and doubt arise when you are stepping outside your comfort zone, when you are venturing into the unknown. It's not that you are incapable, but that you are on the brink of growth. Every time you encounter fear or doubt, it means you're at the edge of something powerful, something significant. Rather than trying to eliminate fear or doubt completely, the goal should be to learn how to manage them and not let them dictate your actions. Fear doesn't have to paralyze you. It doesn't have to stop you from moving forward. In fact, fear can be a powerful motivator if you choose to see it as a signal that you're on the right track. When fear rises, it often means you are about to do something that matters, something that will stretch you and push you closer to your goals. It's the body's way of preparing you for what's ahead. And by acknowledging this, you can use it as fuel rather than a roadblock. One of the key ways to overcome fear and doubt is to challenge the stories you tell yourself. We often allow fear and doubt to dictate our actions because we've internalized limiting beliefs. These beliefs might sound like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or what if I fail? But these are just stories that are often based on past experiences or unfounded assumptions about the future. To overcome these feelings, you must question the validity of these stories. What evidence do you have to support these beliefs? Have you succeeded in the past? Have others overcome similar challenges? When you begin to challenge your negative beliefs, you start to weaken the hold fear and doubt have over you. Another powerful strategy is to take small, consistent steps in the direction of your goal, even in the presence of fear. The idea of taking massive leaps toward your dreams can feel overwhelming, especially when doubt creeps in. But taking one small step at a time makes the process feel less daunting. With each step, you begin to prove to yourself that you can move forward even when fear is present. It's in the action, even when it's imperfect, that you begin to build confidence. You may not have all the answers or the perfect plan, but by taking consistent action, you show yourself that fear and doubt do not have the power to stop you. Over time, these small victories will accumulate, and you'll look back and realize that you've made significant progress despite the fear that once held you back. Another aspect of overcoming fear and doubt is to reframe failure. One of the main reasons we experience fear and doubt is because we're afraid of failing. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every failure is a lesson, a step on the way to mastery. The most successful individuals are not those who have never failed, but those who have failed repeatedly, learned from it, and kept moving forward. When you embrace failure as part of the process, you stop fearing it. You begin to see it as feedback, a way of refining your approach and getting closer to your goal. The more you embrace failure, the less power it has to hold you back. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community is also key to overcoming fear and doubt. It's easy to feel isolated in your fears, but when you have a network of people who encourage you, who share their own stories of overcoming fear, it becomes much easier to move forward. Sometimes the fear we experience is amplified by the isolation we feel. But when you open up, when you connect with others who are also facing challenges, you realize that fear and doubt are universal experiences. You are not alone. There is strength in community, and often just knowing that others have faced the same struggles can give you the courage to keep going. Another key to overcoming fear and doubt is to reconnect with your why, the deeper purpose behind your goals. Fear often arises when we lose sight of why we started in the first place. When the journey gets tough, when doubt begins to creep in, remembering your why serves as a powerful reminder of what you're working toward. Whether it's a desire to create a better life for yourself and your loved ones, a passion for making a difference in the world, or the pursuit of personal fulfillment, reconnecting with your purpose reignites the fire that drives you forward. When your why is strong enough, fear and doubt become much smaller in comparison to the power of your purpose. Remember that overcoming fear and doubt is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice. Each time you face a new challenge, you may feel fear and doubt again. That's okay. The goal is not to eliminate fear or doubt, but to cultivate the courage to act in spite of them. The more you face them, the more you realize that they are not as powerful as you once thought. Over time, you develop a mindset that can weather uncertainty. A mindset that is focused on growth rather than perfection. You begin to see fear and doubt not as enemies, but as companions on your journey. Reminders that you are pushing yourself, learning, and evolving. By choosing to face your fears and doubts head on, you take back control. You no longer allow them to dictate your path. Instead, you move forward step by step toward the life you want to create, knowing that fear and doubt are just temporary visitors along the way. With each courageous step you take, you become stronger, more confident, and more capable of turning your dreams into reality. Focusing on the bigger picture is a crucial practice for achieving long-term success and fulfillment. It's easy to get lost in the small details, the daily setbacks, or the immediate obstacles that seem so pressing in the moment. In our fast-paced world, it's all too common to get consumed by the urgency of the here and now, to allow the little frustrations and challenges to cloud our vision. But when you focus solely on the present moment without keeping the larger vision in mind, it's easy to lose sight of your true purpose, your bigger goals, and the impact you want to have. The bigger picture is what ultimately guides you through the noise, helps you maintain your direction, and enables you to keep moving forward when the road gets. One of the most powerful aspects of focusing on the bigger picture is that it shifts your perspective. Instead of reacting to every difficulty as if it's the end of the world, you begin to see challenges as part of a larger unfolding process. A minor setback, a small failure, or a temporary disappointment no longer has the power to derail you. You realize that these are just blips on the radar in a much bigger journey. Keeping the end goal in mind reminds you that every obstacle is temporary and that the difficulties you face today are helping to prepare you for the success that awaits. When you focus on the bigger picture, you give yourself the space to think long term. Success isn't an overnight event. It's the result of consistent effort, learning, and growth over time. The larger vision you hold is what sustains you when things don't happen as quickly as you expect. It's easy to get discouraged if you measure progress by the immediate results you can see. However, when you zoom out and view your journey as part of a larger process, you understand that small, steady actions accumulate into something significant over time. The work you do today, even if it feels insignificant, is adding up to something greater. Success is not just about the destination, it's about the accumulation of moments, decisions, and actions that lead to it. Focusing on the bigger picture also helps you keep your priorities in order. It's easy to get distracted by shiny objects, to chase after every opportunity or trend that seems to promise quick success. But when you have a clear, overarching vision, you can filter out the noise and remain focused on what truly matters. You begin to understand that not every opportunity is the right one, and not every challenge is worth your energy. The bigger picture serves as a guide to help you prioritize your time, energy, and resources in a way that aligns with your long-term goals. You stop being reactive and start being intentional, choosing what truly advances you toward your purpose. Another benefit of focusing on the bigger picture is that it helps you navigate uncertainty and setbacks with greater resilience. In life, things rarely go as planned. There are curveballs, detours, and moments when it seems like everything is falling apart. It's in these moments that the bigger picture becomes your anchor. When you are connected to a larger vision, you have a sense of direction and purpose that transcends temporary setbacks. You understand that obstacles are part of the journey, not the end of it. With the bigger picture in mind, you don't get bogged down by the immediate frustration of a situation. Instead, you see it for what it is, a challenge to overcome on your way to something greater. Keeping your eyes on the bigger picture also allows you to practice patience. Many people give up too soon because they expect instant results. They measure their success by how quickly things happen rather than by the progress they're making along the way. But when you focus on the bigger picture, you develop an appreciation for the process, for the slow and steady work that's required to reach your destination. You realize that great things take time and that the journey itself is just as valuable as the destination. You learn to trust the process and to recognize that every small step forward is a step in the right direction, even if you can't always see the immediate payoff. Having a larger vision also gives you the courage to take risks. When you're focused solely on the small picture, the immediate outcomes, the potential for failure, or the opinions of others, it's easy to play it safe. You might hesitate, second-guess yourself, or choose the path of least resistance. But when you have a clear, compelling vision of the future, it encourages you to step outside your comfort zone, to take risks that will bring you closer to your goals. The bigger picture provides the context for those risks, helping you understand that the short-term discomfort of stepping into the unknown is far outweighed by the long-term rewards of reaching your true potential. The bigger picture also helps you maintain a sense of purpose. When things get tough, it's easy to question why you're doing what you're doing. It's easy to wonder if the struggle is worth it or if the effort is paying off. But when you stay focused on the bigger vision, you reconnect with your deeper purpose. You remind yourself why you started in the first place, whether it's for personal growth, to serve others, to create something meaningful, or to leave a legacy. The bigger picture keeps you anchored to your why. It pulls you forward even when the path ahead feels uncertain or difficult. As you work toward your larger goals, it's important to recognize that the bigger picture isn't just about a specific outcome. It's also about the person you become along the way. The process of striving towards something greater is transformative. As you push through challenges, Take risks and learn from setbacks. You grow in ways that may not always be visible at first, but will become evident over time. The bigger picture includes not only the success you're aiming for, but also the growth, the lessons, and the fulfillment you gain as you pursue it. Focusing on the bigger picture brings clarity to your decisions, keeps you resilient in the face of setbacks, and reminds you why your goals matter in the first place. When you maintain this perspective, even the smallest actions you take each day feel meaningful because they are contributing to something greater than yourself. The bigger picture gives your efforts purpose, and it gives you the strength to keep moving forward, even when the immediate outcomes aren't visible. It ensures that you stay on course no matter how many distractions or obstacles come your way, and it helps you remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Remember that focusing on the bigger picture is not just about looking ahead to the finish line. It's about understanding that every step you take, every challenge you face, and every moment you invest today is a part of a larger unfolding story. Life is not a series of isolated events, but a continuous journey where each experience, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, contributes to your growth and success. The obstacles, the setbacks, the triumphs, these are all chapters in a book that is still being written. So as you move forward in your journey, keep your eyes on the horizon, but don't forget to embrace the process that gets you there. The road may not always be smooth, and the challenges may seem overwhelming at times, but the bigger picture will provide the clarity, the purpose, and the motivation to keep going. Understand that the true rewards are found not just in the destination, but in the transformation that happens within you along the way. Your dreams are worthy, your vision is powerful, and the impact you can make is limitless. The world is waiting for what only you can contribute. Keep your focus strong, trust in the process, and know that every step you take brings you closer to the life you were meant to create. When you look beyond the immediate obstacles and stay committed to the bigger picture, you will find the strength to overcome anything in your path and realize the greatness that lies within you. Keep moving forward with your eyes fixed on the larger purpose, and let nothing shake your belief in the power of the journey. Your future is built step by step by the choices you make today. And in the end, when you look back, you will see that every moment was worth it because it led you to something extraordinary. Keep going. The bigger picture awaits.